It was all happening and then they called it off.
They called off the puzzle.
They called it off. I don't know what happened.
That was one of the funniest.
I don't know what happened, but they called it off, Josh.
Everything, we were all getting set. We were all there, ready to win.
Ready to win, and we were gonna see the whole picture. The menu was gonna be done, and then they called it off.
They called it off.
They called it off. I don't know. I don't know.
Welcome to No One Can Know About This, a podcast where we play every Final Fantasy. I'm Jeff Ekman.
And I'm Ryan Kazmiski.
And here we go, Season 6, Episode 27.
It sure is, Jeff.
Yes, it is. Last week, we got the Tonberry King and Odin. We did a bunch of side quests that were fun.
We're in the middle of looking for the White Seed ship, so now that we've exhausted the side quests at this weird central ruin, we're going to continue our search.
Yeah, we're going to go look for the White Seed ship. We're going to find it this week, early on. Then we're going to stumble over some crazy side quests and then attempt to continue the story before the end of this week.
We sure are.
I'm excited.
I am too.
Color me... What is the color of excited? Is excited the color that I'm supposed to be colored with? Or is there a color that's associated with the excited that I can be colored with? All right, we'll just go.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to do a kickflip.
Oh. We got a tech deck. He's got to successfully do it before we can start the show. That was close.
Oh, that was bad.
Where's your kickflip skills, dude?
Dude, I don't know, man. I took a week off, and now I can't fucking do it. It's a shame.
Your kickflip was so good it was annoying the fuck out of me for like 3 weeks. And now you can't even do it.
There we go. I'll count that.
All right. Start the show.
Go search those inlets.
Searching the inlets.
We're looking for the White Seed ship.
What's those?
A magic spot.
Yeah, driving around that area of the map, I just find what looks like a crystal deposit.
Yeah, there's like this clearly rendered something in the ground.
There's a bunch of things like this in the world, and they do have like a potential lore explanation, but they don't even matter to the plot, and they're not interactable.
The southern half of the whole world is just littered with things that you either can't interact with or were never finished or have no explanation.
So, yeah, there's clearly some shit here, which you could read into if you know the history of this world.
Maybe you can.
Cool.
I wonder if that's like... You remember when we were in those crystal mines as Laguna?
Not really.
No?
Oh, yeah. I do.
God, helpful tip. It could be in an inlet in this land of inlets. I've been around the outside tip of this.
I know, but I think you didn't totally look over here at one point. I just want to make sure. This is definitely the place, right?
Well, but I mean, it could be that middle part.
I mean, we were just in the middle part, too.
Did we go in all of the inlets?
I mean, you know, a lot of them.
Let me look it up. Yeah, it says it's located in the south of the world map. Central was once a prosperous civilization until it was destroyed by the natural phenomena, the lunar cry. Spoilers. Not that that means anything.
The lunar cry.
Reading that in the guide about the lunar cry, like the phrase lunar cry is another thing that definitely should have come up at the beginning of the game.
Would have been nice to
been.
get some of the lore that's in the third act of this game early in the game.
A little bit further down the line, we're very suddenly going to be accosted with the concept of a lunar cry, and then it's going to be great, but it's not going to be for a little while.
Ah!
There it is.
Finally, we look in the right inlet. The White Seed ship is there.
Yep.
It's really hiding in here.
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddies. Bang. We meet again!
My name is Squall. We're seeds from Balamb Garden. I'd like to speak to your leader.
I'm in charge. State your business. Depending on what you say, we may ask you to leave immediately.
Now, we've been told that the actual leader of this ship is Edea, but the person who is currently leading it is like a random NPC-looking guy.
Yeah.
Who just is one of the White Seeds.
And I mean, also, it seems like they should know who we are. Like this greeting.
We gave them a loan. We were there in the scene.
And like, it would be one thing if they were like, what are you doing here? But they're talking to us like, they're like, what are you doing here, trespassers? Who the fuck are you guys?
Are seeds not buddies? I want to see alone. We pose no threat. India told us that you would be here.
India? How?
We kicked her ass and now she's no longer under Sorceress Ultimacia's control. She is now our ally. So there's no reason for you to hide Alone's whereabouts from us. Everyone's just taking each other with their word here. She's like, I'm not actually evil, I'm controlled by Ultimacia. Oh, okay, cool.
If I were these guys, I'd be like, how do I know that you're not being controlled by the sorceress to tell me this?
Seriously. Well, we have a letter from the woman who's controlled by the sorceress.
We want to take Alone back and protect her.
Why didn't they come with us?
That's a good question. Why do they have to remain at the lighthouse, Sid and Adia?
Yeah, they can just fucking get on the garden with the rest of us and actually help us. There's not even anywhere to sit down at the lighthouse. It's not like they moved back home. The place is fucking ruined.
Thank you for coming, but we have no reason to leave.
There we go.
Please leave. Good.
We have a letter, dickface.
Give him a letter.
So the leader here says he doesn't believe us reasonably, but then just walks away, and we just explore the ship.
Let's just invade this place and kill everybody.
Okay. I'm in. Watts.
Wow, long time no see, sir. Oh, Watts and Zone are gonna be here for some reason.
You know, a couple episodes ago, you were wondering to yourself, what about the forest owls? Why aren't we meeting up with them? And then this happens.
Well, yeah, so here on the White Seed ship, Watts and Zone are here. So I guess we can really hear what's happened with Timber, right? It's free now, I assume, right? Because that's what they care about the most? That's like their whole thing, isn't it?
Remembering Zone.
Whoa, look who's here.
Squall, how's it going? Can't believe you're here. Everybody doing good, sir? After you guys left, the Galbanian buttheads came after us, and we barely escaped to this boat.
Well, I guess they're not doing the timber mission anymore because Galbadians ran them out of town.
They escaped to a secret boat? That has nothing to fucking do with the forest owls?
They escaped to this boat.
I was sure we were goners, sir. Zone went nuts and was thinking about swimming across the sea to escape. Hey, it was a plan. All you were doing was whining like a big baby. We're gonna die. And look who jumped in first, you numbnuts.
So Zone and Watts, like, get into a little tiff about whether it was stupid to get on the boat versus, like, he was just gonna swim without a boat, but then one of them was like, what if we used a boat?
To be fair, this is kind of funny, except that the context of these guys is that they're trying to free Tim.
Right.
Never mind.
But
whatever.
I just like that Squall.
You know what? Zone and Watts are hilarious, and they're great, well-rounded characters.
Yep.
It's a delight to see them here.
Squall is thinking to himself, I don't understand how they keep surviving.
I don't see how these wackos keep surviving.
So, how's Rinoa? Where is she?
Rinoa fought with us against Adia. For some reason, she went unconscious after the fight. She's resting in the garden now. I don't know what happened. We couldn't protect her. I'm sorry.
You son of a bitch! What did I say, huh? I told you to take care of her, that nothing better happened to her, scumbag, you pathetic lying scumbag.
Zone, come on. Easy, sir. Easy. She's not dead. They just don't know what's wrong with her, that's all. Ain't that right, sir? Squall would never give up on her. Am I right, sir?
So Watts and Zone are really worried about Rinoa, and then this thought occurs to Squall.
We came here to get Alone because there's a new evil force after her. If we can get Alone and Rinoa together, maybe we can get Rinoa back.
God, my eyes are rolling so hard.
Why would he think that?
Squall's idea of let's get Rinoa and Alone together and maybe it'll fix Rinoa, has that been clearly what our goal is?
No, he's kind of been like, but maybe I can change the past, and Alone has been like, nah, you can't. And he's like,
Like, let's get them together
so that's our
and see
plan
what
now.
happens?
I also think it's really weird that Zone and Watts aren't like, oh, thank God you're here. Let us come with you. Rinoa's with you. Let us see her. Let us go in the hospital room. We care about her. Instead of they're like, oh, you jerk, you let something bad happen to her. We're going to live on this boat with these strangers.
Forever. Yeah, they're never getting off this boat. There ain't no getting off this boat we're on.
No.
See, Zone? I told you, sir. Rinoa's gonna be fine. She promised she would come back. We all have to free Timber together. Don't worry, sir.
Look, they still care about Timber. They just got to do it with Rinoa.
Right, they're waiting for Rinoa, who, I hate to break it to him, she hasn't said one fucking thing about Timber since we left. She doesn't care.
She's not even from Timber.
All right. But I'm going to say it one more time. If something happens to Rinoa again, I swear. Okay, great. I'm glad we ran into these fucks.
So then we get a list of questions we can ask Zone and Watts about this ship, about Alone, about the leader, or no thanks.
About the leader.
The leader's usually in the cabin below deck, sir.
Uh-huh.
That's all he has to say about the leader.
Yeah, like,
find
who
him
is
downstairs.
What's he like?
I mean, presumably he's somebody who's close to Adia. Like,
Yeah.
Her actual cipher.
Yeah, that's a great point. Shouldn't he be like, oh, I was heartbroken when Matron
They
left
don't even
me or
name
whatever?
this
Yeah,
character.
he doesn't
He's
have a
just
fucking name.
The leader.
Like, one of my problems when we finished this was I was like, there weren't any extra characters. We didn't find any late in the game. This would be a perfect opportunity to pick up a new party member.
About the ship.
Well, after the lady named Adia left, there haven't been any adults on this ship, sir. So far, I've only seen kids and guys our age. How old are you? Is Alone here? Oh, you mean that pretty girl, sir? She left when some other ships came.
What?
Oh, god damn it. Who
were they?
There were some soldiers on the ships. I know I've seen them before. Esthar. They were Esthar soldiers, sir.
Boy.
Oh, no.
Why, Esthar? What do they want with Alone?
I don't know, sir, but I think she was smiling as she left.
Their whole job on this ship was to keep her safe and not let anybody know where she was. But Esthar soldiers showed up and
she was like, I'm gonna go with them, and we get really no explanation for this. I think in a minute the leader's about to be like, well, I didn't think it was a good idea, but like, she just really wanted to.
What the heck's going on? Damn it.
God, it's great when you're doing a story where none of the characters understand anything that's happening here.
So we walk into the captain's quarters and talk to the leader.
This is Matron's writing. She really gave this to you?
Yeah, we gave the guy the letter.
And he's like, okay, Matron definitely wrote this.
You guys call her Matron too, huh?
And then Squall is like, so you call her Matron too, huh? We have such a bond. Which, like, growing up when...
How did you know that name?
How
did you know that name,
How
Martha?
did you know Martha?
Yeah.
But it's so, like, they should have chosen, like, I don't know, this is a bad example, but, like, auntie or mom even. Because Matron is so unrelatable. I don't go, like, yeah, everyone understands how you feel about your matron. And also, on top of that, the more you learn, you're like, so she's a sorceress.
Right.
Who steals children to raise in some weird brainwash. It's just all bad.
Yes, ever since we were little.
They remember. We were raised by Adia too. It was difficult to fight against her, but we did. Fortunately, everything turned out well. Adia is no longer evil. She's back to her old self again, the kind matron we remember.
Squall, thank you. We owe you and Balamb Garden much.
Even our salute is the same stupid fucking dumbass salute.
God, it's a really dumb salute. Matron told us it hasn't changed since Seed was established.
I'm calling out this little factoid they drop here because it's such a good example of the fucking terrible writing in this game. Like, they have the attention to detail to constantly be dropping these facts that don't matter at all.
Yeah.
Like, they just told us that, like, oh yeah, this salute we do, this hasn't changed since Seed was established 17 years ago or whatever.
And it,
like, this, they have
But you know how salutes are always changed.
They have the time to be telling us fucking information about this dumb fuck salute, but they can't, like, be bothered to, like, or hours and hours ago, Sid couldn't have been like, Adia wasn't evil before and she got taken over. They don't have time to tell us anything important. But I know in my head, I know forever that the Seed salute, it was always this.
Are you okay, Ryan?
Fine.
So it says in the letter you're looking for Alone. I'm sorry, Alone's no longer here. Or Alone, like baloney.
Alone like baloney.
So then we go into a flashback where the leader of the White Seed ship tells us why Alone isn't here.
Remember we picked her up from your garden near the FH coast? I do, but weren't we there?
After that, we headed east to get away as far as we could from Adia and Galbadia. Before long, we encountered the Galbadian fleet. They had a lot of ships. Obviously, they were searching for us. We should have been more careful. They pursued us in full force. Luckily, we were able to escape, but then our ship broke down and we were stranded. There was no way we were going to let the Galbadians take Alone. Eventually, the Galbadians caught up with us, and we had no choice but to prepare for battle. Then an Esthar ship appeared.
Hurry up.
You mean you're not enraptured by this boring story? A battle began between them, and we were caught in the middle of it. Then something strange happened.
Dude, get to the point.
Did they all fall asleep? Suddenly, an Esthar ship came up beside us, and Esthar soldiers came aboard. They told us to get aboard their ship. It sounded like an order to evacuate. Of course we refused. We didn't trust them just as we didn't trust the Galbadians. As the Esthar soldiers were trying to convince us, the battle became more intense. It doesn't look that intense.
Yeah, the image in this flashback is of a tranquil sea.
I'm pretty sure this is a placeholder cutscene they didn't replace, because they're explaining, like, the battle was intensifying. Esthar was like, we gotta take a loan to keep her safe, and I didn't know what choice to make.
There's just 4 people standing on the deck in a beautiful day,
out on
talking to each other.
Not a wave on the ocean. Not a single ripple. It's sunny. Oh my god. I could go for like a delicious lemonade, maybe.
Soon they were forced to leave our ship. By forced, I mean I shook my head and said, no, 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 go away, please. And they did.
Walk away.
As their ship was pulling away, Alone yelled out something. Then all of a sudden, she jumped onto their ship.
It wasn't like her at all. To this day, I don't understand why she did that.
I love that little detail that the guy's like, I know Alone, and she would never just jump onto the bad guy's ship without telling us why.
So I didn't go after her or anything, because I don't know.
Anyway, we went to an inlet.
Yeah.
After that, Esthar's fleet withdrew from battle and fled.
So nobody knows what's happening, other than Alone, who can communicate with us in our mind, but won't tell us. And her excuse for not telling us is it's, quote, hard to explain. After our ship is fully repaired, we plan to go to Esthar.
Oh, that's the explanation. They're gonna go after her after they're done repairing their ship in the inlet.
Sorry, Squall, we couldn't protect her. So Alone's in Esthar. We believe so. I mean, they could have gone anywhere.
So then it cuts back over to the bridge of Balamb Garden, and Squall and the gang are there because we're done with the Adia Seed ship part. And the pilot, Nita, is like, where do you want to go?
Yep. You remember in Final Fantasy 6 and 7 how you would go on these wild goose chases, but every time you got to a new location, there would be like a huge thing you have to deal with, and you'd usually meet a new character, and then they'd join your party, and then they would have like an objective, and the whole thing would get more complicated. That was so nice.
So they teleported us back to here.
You decided on destination? Esthar. Oh man, xenophobic Esthar.
We're on our way to Esthar.
We've seen them in the flashbacks. We've heard that they've got Alone.
All we know about them is that at one point there was a sorceress ruling them and they were fighting the world, but that ended somehow, and now they're xenophobic, I guess.
That area's terrain is not really suited for flying the garden.
Okay.
Anyway, set a course for Esthar.
Yeah, Squall's like, go to Esthar, and Esthar, we've pointed out before, there's one continent that you just cannot fucking get on with the school, and that's Esthar.
I feel like there was more to see here. You play cards.
So the first thing I do after having gotten kicked off of the White Seed ship is go back and make sure we didn't miss anything. So I go back onto the White Seed ship, and the first thing we do is go talk to Watts some more.
I heard the Galbadians recently dredged up some huge monolith from the sea, sir.
That doesn't sound good.
I don't know what it's for, but they probably up to no good.
How the fuck does he know about this?
I don't know, and this information he just casually dropped is so important.
It's really vital.
But he's like, nobody knows what it is or what it's for. Later it's going to become apparent that everyone in the world would know what this is and exactly what it's for.
Guess what, sir? During our stay here, I found Zone's weakness, but if I tell you, he would probably... Yeah, I can't tell you, sir.
Okay.
Alright. So he has a weakness.
So Zone has some kind of a weakness.
We're going to learn about that later.
Yeah, remember that.
Ooh,
Magazine.
We should find out what that's doing for us.
I've found the bridge of the White Seed ship, and we picked up another Timber Maniacs.
Play cards with me, Captain.
Every issue of Timber Maniacs, the player adds an article onto Sir Laguna's page made by Selfie Timlet, viewable on the study panel in Balamb Garden.
Okay, does it do anything? It puts stuff on the board?
It adds a bunch of like backstory about Laguna to the study panel in the classroom.
Not that many people here playing cards.
Good.
Time to go.
So for now, we're going to leave the White Seed ship behind.
Neither of us are even a little interested in that study panel.
So yeah, I don't think they're totally vital to find.
And we start searching the world.
No, they don't sound... That doesn't sound very vital at all, actually.
But how are you gonna know the full story of Laguna, Jeff? Which still, I don't understand how it matters at all. Other than the fact that he knew alone when she was a kid.
Do we know where Esthar is?
It's not on that continent. My feeling is it's up and to the right.
Like over here?
Yeah, up a little higher. Because over there, I think, no, to the right further.
Like somewhere in this
Yeah,
region?
because I think there is where there's like big forests with big bluffs that prevent you from like driving the garden in, but you could get out and walk through them like a maze.
Yeah, we've seen this massive forest that you can't get through, and you kind of think to yourself, well, maybe it's through there. We'll have to battle our way through there.
It's like north of Esthar where we're trying to go, and there's no landing for Esthar.
We'll find this out soon, but that's actually the wrong place to go because that whole thing only has one purpose.
Yeah, it's an endgame thing. We'll get to it later. So if it's bad for driving the garden, let me just look it up.
Look at the route I'm gonna take to get to it.
Oh, damn, son.
Instead of heading around the continent straight forward, I'm going to go across the world. I'm going to hit the bottom of the map, reappear on the top, and it'll be right there.
Well, I'm about to fucking sail across the sea and show up right on top of it. I mean, presumably.
There's gotta be a secret island out here, right? Like, look at all this space.
There's a crazy amount of space, yeah.
The area of the map I'm driving through is just wide open ocean as far as the eye can see.
Definitely something here.
Do a quick scan.
Not within this draw distance, at least.
Whoa! What?
I
Or
knew
is
it.
there?
I knew it.
Or is there?
I knew it.
Or is there?
So just as we suspected, in the middle of nowhere in the open ocean, there's like a big sea platform, almost like the ruins of an oil rig or like some offshore site.
What?
How do we get to it, though?
Maybe there's a way to dock? Is this gonna be for when we can fly a thing and land it?
I don't know.
Yeah, because there's like a helipad up
Yeah,
there.
look at that.
It's definitely intriguing. There's a helipad, but we can't get on there yet.
We'd better be able to fly a thing and land it.
This is a Final Fantasy game. There's gonna be an airship. Good call on checking the draw distance around that area. I'm glad we know about that now.
Just looking at the map, it's like,
I have a feeling I know what it is too.
what is it?
Well, I read about GFs, like, so I don't want to, because I don't want to miss any. That Bahamut is going to be found in some deep sea research center.
Okay, that sounds like that's what that is.
So.
You son of a bitch. You were just gonna pretend like you were surprised when we found it, and you knew about it the whole time.
Yeah, as I was thinking about it, I was like, that's probably that thing I read.
Yeah.
Putting two and two
not
together.
that continent.
That one.
Yeah. Like
This
up
way?
here. We've made it to the forest, which was our goal, but is the wrong place.
You can't even get off the school here.
Well, here's the thing, is it's one of those situations where the people on the boat, like, know where they should go and are not telling us, and we're gonna look it up, eventually. Oh, can we not land in this? Well, maybe on the outer side there's a beach? Like, to the east?
Seems like we should be able to dock here, get off, and walk, right? Like that. I totally buy that. You know, like why couldn't we get on that?
Gonna need a chocobo to access that forest.
I guess I should turn around and go around the outside again.
Yeah, try to see if there's a place on the outside you can land it. Nita did tell us, oh man, it's really not a place we can take the garden, and we were like, go there.
I mean, it's not a situation where we have to like now go get the airship or something from somebody instead of go to Esthar in order to go to Esthar.
Well, all Squall said was set a course to Esthar.
Yeah, well, this game, you know, I don't know. I don't know what's possible. Is this where we're supposed to get off?
Yeah, I think you can land here.
Okay.
So now we're like puzzling our way around the very edges of the dimensions of this continent, trying to see if there is anywhere you can land the ship or float over or cheat it.
We float onto like an island, which you can get off at, but the island is like just fully separated from the main area, so you
Yeah.
can get off on it and walk around, but you can't actually leave it.
All of this is a waste of time. Wait, is that connected? Like, can we walk from here to...
I don't know.
Fuck. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. Can you float across these islands over to that chunk? Like, can you float from there to there to that?
we find a way to float over to the Esthar continent for real. We're actually like doing it, but then an invisible wall stops my thing from doing it, and I fall back into the ocean.
And it's like, we set a fucking course, man. Just let us have this.
No, it's gonna force you down.
It forced me down. What are you reading?
I just looked up a walkthrough.
Like, can I get off the boat another way?
I don't think we... It says, if you picked up the Girl Next Door magazine, which I don't think we did, and you speak with Zone 3 times, you can offer to give it to him. If you give it to him for free, you will be rewarded with the Shiva card.
Where do we get that magazine?
You pick it up in the Timber Maniacs building in the town of Timber.
You sure we don't have it?
Check our items.
What is it called?
Girl Next Door magazine.
I won't see it.
Yeah, we don't have it.
What a pain.
This is the part of the game where we start realizing there's a bunch of side quests we should probably start doing.
Mm-hmm.
We really have the freedom to go wherever. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
We can go get it if you want.
Considering it is, I'm just saying, what a pain.
Yeah. We don't go to Esthar yet. I think there's a bunch of other shit we have to do.
Like, where? What? What? Where?
I'm looking. We can also go into the garden where we can continue the Pigtail Girl side quest to get the Combat King 3 magazine, which we should do.
I just want to know what we're supposed to actually do next.
Well, in this guide, that says that's the thing we're supposed to do next.
How do I do that? Do I go to the library?
It also says we should learn Alexander's med data ability and med level up ability, and we can use Cactar Island to gain fast AP.
We can't go to Cactar Island yet.
This says that we can. Unjegged. Even if you cannot actually make it onto the island yet, there's a way to fight a few cactars to start picking up AP. What? Just fly over to the tiny island. Oh, you can like run net close to it and the game will think you're on Cactar Island or something. Whatever.
How do I continue the Pigtail Girls thing?
Well, you gotta have Zell in your party.
Yeah.
Yeah, after that, we're supposed to go to Fisherman's Horizon.
Why?
I don't know.
That is where the story will continue, from Fisherman's Horizon. Set a course for Esthar.
When you get to Fisherman's Horizon, I'll pull apart why they should have just told us to go there.
What we said set a course for Esthar. I'm just trying to understand like why we would go to Fisherman's Horizon.
Because we would drive around and not be able to get there and end up going to Fisherman's Horizon. Just looking for where to go. I don't know. They haven't said anything about it, but...
I wish there was somebody who was like, maybe check out Fisherman's Horizon.
But before we figure out what's at Fisherman's Horizon, we're going to do this pig-tailed library girl side quest. The theme is love. Once again, this girl has a crush on Zell.
I go get Zell in the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we'll go talk to her in the library, and then we have to go to the town of Balamb. Before you head to Balamb, make sure you speak to one of the girls on the library committee. The best way to ensure that you have done this is to go to the library in Balamb Garden and talk to the pigtail girl. Make sure you have Zell in your party and head over to Balamb. A girl should walk by in the first screen, talk to her, and she will ask you if you know a girl at the garden with a pigtail. Head over to Zell's house and speak to his mother about the girl with the pigtail, and she will tell you she does not...
Here's the girl with the pigtail.
Okay.
This is a ponytail.
I think they mean ponytail.
They definitely mean ponytail. Nobody has a pigtail, but they always call it a pigtail.
It's really weird they couldn't get that right.
Are you sure? I don't think this is the girl.
I think it is. Anyway, now we're supposed to go to Balamb since we've talked to someone on the library committee.
Is that really it? Like, I did the thing?
Yeah.
So we go to Timber, and while I'm in Timber, I decide to play a random game of
You're
cards.
just walking around without saving. You're just playing cards.
And,
all of our good cards.
We lose the Iguion card, which is one of the bosses.
Oh no.
I mean, whatever. It's a gold card.
What are we gonna do with it? We never use it. Like, what?
I'm trying to collect the cards.
For what? Like, what? We collected it, and like we had it. What is it? Like, why do we need all the cards? I don't.
To collect all the cards. What do you mean?
I don't know.
We don't have to exit. We haven't saved in forever. I don't know why you don't care about that at all.
I don't know why. We had the card.
But now we don't. It's a boss. It's a rare card. I don't know what you mean. Like, when you don't have the card, you don't have them all anymore.
I know, but like, why?
What's the point of a collectible card game?
To have collected all the cards?
No.
But to collect all the good cards, I don't know. To get the best hand.
Why not get all of them?
Because that one isn't even good.
It is. It has 2 8s on it.
Yeah, but we never choose to use it if we're not in the
We don't even have a choice. Because we keep spreading random to every region because you play cards with everyone you see.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Not play cards?
Figure out how to get rid of random.
How am I supposed to not play cards with everybody I see?
I don't know. Should we see if we can figure out how to get rid of random?
We could do that too. So the gold ones you'll never find again in the wild, huh?
I think you might find the gold ones without the extra trim, but they're rare. I mean, there's no reason to lose one.
So we're at the Timber Maniacs, like, looking around again, because apparently we missed the porno magazine that we need for Watts.
Still mad you can't
or Zone.
fucking read Timber Maniacs in this building. God damn it.
Yeah, why can't you read the archives here?
Found in the Timber Maniacs building reception among the stacked magazines on the floor.
I looked at all the stacks.
Maybe we just can't get it anymore. Maybe we missed it the first time.
Maybe there's one stack that's... There it is. Fuck. There's one stack Come on. Ugh.
There's like 7 stacks in that hallway, and I guess I had checked 6 of the 7.
Yeah, you just were a pixel off, you know?
Well, we got it. It's a naughty magazine. We can't read it.
We're not 18 yet, dude.
Is that the law in Japan?
Squall follows orders.
And now we
Let's
go
head over to
Balamb?
Yeah.
Now we go talk to Zell's mom?
Yeah.
And then we'll be able to go to Fisherman's Horizon pretty quickly, I guess.
Yeah, but we should go first to the White Seed ship to get that Shiva card.
Right. How do we get it again?
We gotta talk to Zone and give him the magazine for free.
In this part of the game, we're doing so many things at once that I can't keep straight what we were doing.
We're doing 2 things. We're doing the Pigtail Girl side quest, and we're working on getting the Shiva card from the White Seed ship.
And we know that FH is where we gotta go eventually.
Yeah. And we gotta go to Balamb to continue the Pigtail Girl side quest.
So, hold on, let me pull up that quest again. Okay, now on the first screen in Balamb, there's a chick walking back and forth. You should talk to her, yeah. God, what an obscure side quest. Yeah, her.
Hey Zell, do you know a girl at the garden with a pigtail? Well, she came by your house the other day.
Okay, now go to Zell's house.
What?
Now go to Zell's house.
Really?
Yeah, this is what makes Final Fantasy games awesome.
This is what makes Final Fantasy games insane.
Oh, the Queen of Cards is here.
Oh, hello.
The Queen of Cards is a woman we met here before, who we're aware of, who has told us she can change rules with cards.
Will you banish something for me? She monitors and enforces the various card rules. What do you want to know? Current trend of the trading rules? Currently the trend of the trading rule is based on Dalet's rule.
Okay.
Pay me 30,000 gil and I will pass on a new rule to this region. If I do this, will she banish another rule?
I don't know.
Should I do it?
Why not? I kind of like same. Also helps with random.
I said yes. Did she do it?
Oh, we don't. Do we have 30,000 gold?
We do.
Yeah, she added same. It doesn't seem like it got rid of anything. Ask her how rules are passed on.
Each region has its own rules. The rules you are carrying are passed on as you travel to various regions. As for the trading rules, they gradually spread out from a region where the card game is most popular. Of course, this region can change constantly depending on your course and actions. I think Dalet's lack of random should be spreading. It's Dalet's rules that should be spreading
The
right
trading
now.
rule spreads from Dalet, she said. So Dalet is trading 1, so that's what everyone's doing. Oh my god.
Wow, at this point in time, having played the whole game, we've gone super deep on rule manipulation, and hearing her explain, like, the layers of how they actually work, like, we didn't even approach full understanding.
Also, my presence
This is
in
why
a
everyone
region
has
can change
instructions
trading
about
rules
manipulating RNG,
at
because...
times.
Oh man, what a pain in the ass.
Random is so much more of a thing than anything else. You know?
Yeah, it's so awful. Go to Zell's house.
Oh yeah. Yo, Ma, has anyone come by to see me? Someone with a pigtail? Huh? What's this all of a sudden? No one stopped by.
Strange. Okay, now...
Going up to your rooms. We're going up to Zell's room!
Oh, shit! Wow, he's got a lot of guns.
Why does he have so many guns?
We're allowed in Zell's room now.
Yeah, as a part of the side quest, we can access this. And yeah, dude has a punching bag and then a bunch of wall-mounted guns.
Yeah, his punching bag is like one of those classic heavy bags. I get why he has the heavy bag, because he's a punching guy, but why does he have the guns?
Maybe originally he was going to be a gunman.
The guns are under a photo of somebody, and I cannot make out what the photo is.
It sure seems like the guns would be more useful to us in battle, but, you know, whatever. It's a pretty plain room. I don't know. For keeping us out of it for so long, there's really nothing exciting in here.
Cool.
Is there something to be done with this?
I don't know.
As a little Easter egg, Squall can punch the heavy bag.
Yeah, and I think I read that, like, if you come back here with different party members, they'll each maybe have a different line of dialogue about Zell or something, but we didn't do that.
Now go to the hotel and stay the night.
We'll go to the hotel and stay the night. Did 7 have anything that's obtuse?
No.
I feel like 12 did.
Yeah, 12 had I think
I feel like this is the start
I
of
feel
it.
like they, like, really blossomed the side questing in this game into some crazy shit. Some, like, real, like, play this game again and again and again, and you will find weird-ass stuff. And I think they kept it for... I think 9 has a lot of stuff like this. I think 10 does, too.
I think 10 does, too, yeah. No, I think this is when it exploded.
So yeah, we go sleep in the hotel in Balamb, and when we wake up, a little cutscene happens. Zell's gone.
Huh?
Where's Zell?
Oh
yeah,
my
he's
god.
downstairs.
Oh, by the way, Zell was a problem child too, wasn't he?
What are you trying to say here, Quistis? We were all orphans.
He was a problem child.
Is it Zell real? You read? I'm glad you found blah blah blah.
They're flirting.
Down in the hotel lobby, Zell is talking with the pigtail lady.
Well, like, I'm not the kind to read books, and I don't really like sitting around all quiet either.
Ha ha ha, you're so stupid, Zell.
The scene's incomprehensible because she's too nervous to, like, say words.
Ah, love. When two people who have nothing in common fuck and then grow deeply attached to one another and then wonder, what was that? Why did I think I loved that person? Oh my god, who am I?
And what you just described is the theme of the game.
All right.
Yeah, me tell time and you look. Is we events. Couldn't fill art. Sorry, I had to help you.
And this is a good scene because you know what? You can tell that she just bared her soul. Something about a heart, and she just had to tell him.
I think she just told him that she loves him and...
Love is the theme, so...
Itself.
Look how big his shorts are.
Real 90s shorts.
Those would be pants for me. I guess more than that, check out how long his legs are. Or is he wearing them like around above his belly button?
Above his belly button, I do.
But look how big, tall his chest is. Then.
Yeah,
Something is wrong with him.
I can't believe it's taken us this long to notice
I know,
this.
and it's not just him, but it's most apparent on him, but everyone in this game has the weirdest body proportions.
My theory is that their belts are up, like, above their belly buttons. They're, like, close to their chest, even, is where they're wearing their belts.
Well, that's where they're wearing
my
their
theory.
belts, but I'm telling you, their waist starts where
up
their
there.
ribs are. Because their torso is, like, shrunk, and their legs go up to their fucking ribs. And I think the reason is because they wanted the full motion legs, and I think they got that, but you know what I mean? Like, they were like, the legs look weird if they're not long.
What, compared to Squall?
No, hold on. Look. So, above my belly button, this is the rest of my chest.
Yeah.
Above his belly button, he's still got
I feel like
a whole
it's at
body.
his belly button. It's a little bit weird in the proportions, but I don't feel like it's that crazy. Compare it to Squall and Quistis. He's got a smaller...
Yeah, you're right. You know what? They all just have really long-ass legs.
Yeah.
Their legs are, like, longer than their body.
Yes.
Okay.
All of them. And he's wearing his pants tonight.
Just to make it real clear, what's weird is like where the split in their pants is like where your belly button is. Like
Or
imagine
higher.
your legs go up to there. Like you grab your genitals and it's right here in the
belly
middle
button.
of your body.
If you had a dick where your belly button was.
Yo, Squall, I was waiting for you. Let's go.
Yeah.
Combat King 3.
We did it.
Okay.
What a side quest. Mm-hmm. I mean, how would you ever stumble upon that in real life?
We did,
and by real
kinda
life I mean like
smell like
naturally.
there's something with this pigtail girl earlier,
Right.
but I don't think we would have found
Well,
it. And
because we wouldn't have gone.
certainly
We
would
wouldn't
not
have talked to the lady at the gas station who says, "I think that you should go to the house." Who then you go to talk to Ma Dinkt. Like,
I mean, even if we had gotten that far by accident, we wouldn't have gone to sleep at the hotel overnight.
definitely
you know?
not.
Like,
Read it. We should probably read Combat Kings 1 and 2 also. These are add to his limit breaks.
so for completing that side quest, you get a new limit break for Zell, which unfortunately we never really use much of.
No.
But, you know, you get that.
The dolphin blow, huh?
Sounds a lot like Tifa's limit break. The dolphin kick.
And now we're going to go off to finish this porno magazine quest on the Seed ship.
Now where to?
Let's go back to the White Seed ship. And then we'll go to Fisherman's Horizon.
Which is right here.
Yeah. Wow, they'll let you squeeze through there, huh?
Amazing.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty quick trip.
Yeah, you found the actual shortcut. I always go around that huge fucking continent all the way and then down. So now, hypothetically, if we talk to Zone a few times, he should be like, "Oh man, I had to sell my favorite porno magazine," and we'll be like, "Well, you are in luck because I happen to have a fresh copy of your favorite porno magazine."
Uh-huh. And then he just gives us the card.
As long as you don't charge him for the porno magazine, you can charge him $25,000 for the porno magazine.
And if I do,
But if you do, he doesn't give you anything.
except for the money. And then
Yeah.
can you get Shiva by playing him?
I don't think so.
And now we're on the White Seed ship.
Up in like the bridge of it, Zone is hanging out.
Hey, that's the girl next door. How'd you get it? Hey man, listen, I was just wondering if you could give it to me. Give it to him for free. Serious? Oh man, thanks, you're awesome. Here, I want you to have this. The rename card.
Oh, he gives you that also. He should also give you Shiva.
And the Shiva card. Okay.
I don't know what the rename card
Holy
is.
shit. Alright, well thank you, Zone.
Blammo.
That didn't take long.
No. That was all the side quests Jeg suggested we do now, except he also was saying we should teach Alexander some skills that are going to be used for assembling the Doom train, which is, I'm assuming,
That I've been looking at this Doom train and like I've been trying to wrap my head around it a little bit.
Things I've learned in the process of trying to make sure we don't miss any GFs.
Which includes me being like,
because I think
what
if we,
what does Remedy Plus mean? And I think a Remedy Plus is like a refined remedy. Like we have to like take a remedy and some other shit and refine it.
right, because that's got to be Alexander has like a way to synthesize medicinal items out of other items. So you must be able to make, you know how you can make better some GFs have like, oh, you can make magic, you can make this or that. I think he can probably make a Remedy Plus with one of his abilities.
Okay. Yeah, Doom Train is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, for some reason you come here.
What the fuck?
I don't know, man.
We're done side questing for now.
And once again, the thing you're supposed to do, even though Squall very directly said we're supposed to go to Esthar, is you have to go to FH. And upon entering FH, it triggers a cutscene where you go to Rinoa's hospital room.
And you pick her up.
Let's go, Rinoa. Alone will bring us together.
I guess we're supposed to know that we can get to Esthar. Oh, maybe because we're on this train track, walking on the train track to Esthar is the only way to get there?
Yeah, we've mentioned many times this long train that goes from one continent to another.
Yeah, this wall that, like, bisects the world.
FH is in the middle of it, so you go to FH and then walk the tracks. They've told us separately that, like, the trains aren't running.
I don't know why Squall or somebody or Nita wasn't like, we can't land on Esthar, we'll have to go to FH and walk. You know, that would have been fine.
That would have been totally fine.
The really hilarious thing about this, though, is when we say Squall picks up Rinoa, we means he picks up her unconscious, just like deadweight body, and just like piggybacks her onto his back.
And walks.
Just like grabs her arms and just leans forward and just starts fucking walking like she's a backpack.
And he heads out into FH.
It can't go on like this. I don't know, man. Is that the way to get there?
It's a bit far, but we'll make it.
It has to be, because that's when we didn't know where to go last time. I was like, it seems like from Timber you should be able to take a train across the ocean to this continent.
And they just aren't running.
Yeah, I saw that there's like a stop, there's like a barricade on the tracks from Timber.
Okay.
So as Squall walks through FH, things fade down.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fading down and fading up as he's passing through the areas with Rinoa on his back.
Is the sun going down?
I think we're just going inside of Squall's head where he's going to monologue at us for like an hour.
Oh no. Squall.
Yeah, we're walking on the train tracks.
It's pretty far. Shush. Didn't think it would be this far.
So now he's just like walking on the train tracks with Rinoa, and I guess he hasn't like told anyone what he's doing. No one else is here. And
He's just doing this really long trek, monologuing in his head about how long the trek is.
well, but he's talking.
And then eventually he stops and puts Rinoa down to like have a rest.
Yeah, but he's talking about it as though, like, this isn't what we had talked about doing, but, like, I just can't, I have to take Rinoa, but, like, we had talked about this.
Yeah.
This was the plan.
What am I doing? Go to Esthar, find Alone, talk to Alone.
Yeah, I guess that is it. We should have taken
There's
the
no
train.
guarantee that everything will be resolved if I talk to Alone. Even if so,
We would cut all this dialogue anyway, who cares? Little impractical, Squall. You could have left her in the medical bay and gone with your team of people into the dangerous train track land to find Alone to see if she can even help.
He had to carry Rinoa on his back alone.
I wonder what everyone's doing.
So yeah, Squall, like halfway along the train tracks, puts Rinoa down and leans her up against a little bit of a wall and like sits down on the edge to look over the sea and think to himself.
And he's like, everyone's probably laughing at me. What is everyone doing? The whole thing reeks of, like, in his mind, he did this because he's like, no one cares about me anyway. Let's see how much they care when I'm just gone and Rinoa's not here. What'll they do then?
But that's not really...
That's not what he's doing either, but none of how he's approaching this, like, seems in line with, like, what the objective is or what we've been saying to everyone else. Like, it really seems like everyone could be walking on the train tracks to Esthar.
Yeah. We'll find out in a minute that they're gonna meet us there. They've already gone ahead.
But Squall didn't know that.
No.
It's not like, I don't understand this whole part. Like, they're all gonna act like, well, we wouldn't let you do it alone, Squall. And he's like, you all came. We all were together and we were like, I guess we're taking Rinoa to Esthar.
But the point is, right now, Squall and Rinoa are sitting on the tracks. They're having a moment. She's in a coma.
They're probably laughing at me, or maybe they're angry. What do you think?
She's unconscious.
To tell you the truth, I worry too much about what others think of me. I hate that side of me.
This is great. Squall's monologuing to her unconscious body.
He stole her body from the hospital and dragged her out onto this ruin and has leaned her up against some concrete.
Yep.
And is just,
What do you think of all this, dead body?
I'm so glad that you're such a good listener. Nobody else understands me.
That's why I didn't want anyone to get to know me.
Hey!
I wanted to hide that side of myself. I hate it. Squall is an unfriendly, introverted guy.
Yeah, like, fuck off.
But once I graduate from Balamb, I'm gonna go somewhere else and become the real me. It made it easy for me when people perceive me that way. That's a secret between you and me. Got that?
This is creepy.
This is really weird for him to be doing.
This is not romantic.
Oh, no.
She needs medical help.
Pick her back up.
How did the nurse let him do this? He's
We're
like,
not-
I'm gonna take her out of here piggyback, and I'm gonna walk
Dr.
80
Kataraki.
miles across the ocean.
Yeah.
That's actually a good question. What happened to the doctor? She was
I-
so important in the Battle of the Gardens.
I know, and I
Is she
really
just
think
gone?
I haven't really grokked in the past yet that Squall took her without telling or asking anybody.
Yeah.
And now he's continuing on. Squall, you're late.
So Squall makes it to the end of the tracks.
Yeah, there's like some shitty ghost town remnants of what used to be the train stop.
This is like the end of the tracks. And waiting for him here is Quistis and Zell, which is a surprise to everybody.
Is the princess still asleep?
See, she's a princess. She might wake up with a kiss from the prince.
Who's the prince?
Guys, no.
Not
you
me.
Can't, you can't.
Don't kiss her.
Is that why you came all the way out here to tell me that?
You're going to Esthar, right? We're coming too.
I thought you were. I don't.
We're a day's escort.
Huh?
What?
Wait, she's with us?
Huh?
And from off screen walks the sorceress.
Adia, who we left at the lighthouse, and now
Quistis and Zell went to escort her to here.
Yeah, they had separately, without talking to us.
No. The second that we hit FH, Squall went down to Rinoa, and somehow Quistis and Zell went to the lighthouse. On what boat, I don't know.
And got
Adia,
who was
and came here to the spot on the tracks that Squall was headed to greet him.
I think this whole thing is supposed to be like all of the people who care about Squall aren't going to let him do it alone, but the logistics of it are breaking my head to such an extent. I mean, forget about the fact that Adia wasn't even with us. How the fuck did she get here, and when did they arrange this?
Right.
How did they beat us here?
Yep.
They didn't pass us on the way. It's one road. Do I look like a dumb fuck? Like, just...
Talk to me like I'm an idiot.
First they come down the stairs when they're going up, and now they beat us here when it's one road?
Mm-hmm.
Let us be on our way, Squall.
Okay. Now I get to talk to everybody again. Yay!
We should leave as soon as we're ready.
What business do you have in Esthar? I must go see Dr. Odin.
Dr. Odin? You've heard the name, right?
Odin.
Yeah, Adia says she's got to go talk to Dr. Odin.
Yeah, so, like, it's both they won't let us do it alone, and they have their own business that needs to be handled separately.
We've heard it, but I don't remember. I can't remember. Tell me more.
As far as what we've heard about Odin, we know that it was Odin's bangle.
He made a
right?
bracelet that can stop magic.
Which was never actually used.
Yeah.
But they had it in the part where they needed it against the sorceress. But let's not get...
But that's the one thing
we've already
like,
done
heard
with
about
that.
Odin, yeah.
And I think we read something about him in the original tutorials on episode 1 when we, like, read through the thing. I think we saw something about Dr. Odin
We
in that.
might have. I'm not going to check.
Tell me more. You know, the famous Odin brand, don't you? Oh, yeah. That's all Dr. Odin's work. When it comes to knowledge about the sorceress, he's number one.
That was the princess was like, this is an Odin bracelet. I'm going to put it on the sorceress.
Thanks. So, why do you need to see this doctor?
Sorceress Ultimacia is alive. She is able to take control of my body at any time.
Great.
If that were to happen, it would once again bring terror. I too value my well-being. I want to protect myself. If it were possible, I would like to rid myself.
Well, there's an Odin bracelet at Rinoa's dad's house.
She'd like to rid herself of the sorceress's power.
Okay, sure.
Dr. Odin may know a way. He may be able to save me.
I understand. Let's all go to Esthar.
We were already doing that.
Yo, they're back.
The two of them went to take a look.
So then, out from further down the
In
tracks...
the distance, yeah.
Two people run towards us, Selfie and Irvine, who have gone ahead from earlier to check this out.
Yeah, they not only beat us here, they got here so far in advance that they ran like 30 minutes ahead to see what's up there.
How's it going, Squall?
Is Rinoa still asleep?
She's not asleep. She's in a coma. Rinoa's so cute when she's asleep.
She's so cute, dude.
This
She's
is
so
so
cute when she's
fucked.
asleep and
Whatever.
on
So
Squall's
how is
back.
it? Can we make it to Esthar?
Ooh, are you blushing?
What is wrong with these people?
There's something deep.
Selfie, don't make Squall angry. Esthar's on this continent, right? It's supposed to be huge. I don't know why, but I can't seem to find it anywhere.
Because the continent's huge, and you just walk to the end of train tracks.
There's actually another reason why he couldn't find Esthar.
Well, he should have said this completely differently than he did, because he was like, I ran ahead and I didn't see the city.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it up north or down south. Let's try going east next.
Well, thanks for giving... I cannot believe that not a single character... Oh, you can put her on your party now. I was reading about this. She's not going to be a permanent party member, but you can play with her for a while if you want.
And yeah, for this part, you can have Adia in your party for combat if you want.
Ooh, well, why not?
Exactly my thinking.
We put her in for fun. We're gonna regret it later.
She looks sick.
She was possessed by a horrible
Are we
being.
sure it's not this hat? I feel like the hat is eating her head.
And that's where we're gonna leave episode 27.
We're on our way to the mythical
Esthar.
Esthar.
Yeah. Esthar is going to be awesome and crazy.
Esthar is a lot of fun.
Next week is going to be pretty nuts.
From my memory, it like still doesn't make sense, but it's less like muddled and boring than this. Like this week, every single plot was not only like pointless, but also boring and not much happened. It was just like a lot of conversations that happened twice.
Right.
You know?
We did the Zell side quest and we did the porno mag thing.
Yeah.
We got the letter.
Pretty meandering week this week.
Yeah. But now we're ready to explode into Esthar. Next week.
Yeah, next week we're gonna hit Esthar.
Wind up with the Laguna Dream. And then we'll meet Dr. Odin.
Yes.
All of that's gonna happen. Tune in. Tell your friends. Oh, before we go, do you want to log in to the web and see what kind of posts have been written up in HTML?
Let's invent whole new screen names and passwords and make new identities for ourselves.
And we're in. Clicking on the message. The message reads, June is here, and with it, the Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta is upon us. The annual event has been running strong for over a decade and has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for the Child's Play charity over its lifetime. The event asks you to play Final Fantasy V with special restrictions on which jobs you can use, and is a great way to experience a fun game with a new challenge. The NoCat Discord's resident 4-Job Fiesta evangelist, Asherah Wargrave, is putting out a public challenge to everyone who knows about No One Can Know About This. For every Fiesta run started and reported to the NoCat Discord, Asherah will donate the value of 1 Berserker to the Fiesta. In addition, if you complete your run and report it to the NoCat Discord, Asherah will make another donation of the same value. You can find information about the event at www.4jobfiesta.com, and if you aren't already on the Discord, this is a great opportunity to join a really cool community of chill people that like to talk about food, dogs, Star Trek, and occasionally Final Fantasy as well. Plus, you get to play Final Fantasy V, the secret best Final Fantasy on the SNES, according to Asherah, in a really fun way. Let's all join forces this summer and show the 4-Job Fiesta community what the NoCat community is made of. Thanks so much, Asherah.
Yes, awesome. What an awesome excuse to play an amazing Final Fantasy game for what I hear. Jeff and I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
But
We
yeah,
look forward to
every year
doing
there's a
season
few of these events, and if you go get involved with it on the Discord, it seems like you can make even more money for the charity than you would if you just did it on your own, got other people to pledge and whatnot.
That's right. I've heard about this 4-Job Fiesta in years past, this summer event, but I look forward to understanding what that means someday.
Use this as an excuse to play a great game, enrich your life, and get involved with a fun community.
Yeah, the Discord people really are a great little group.
And all of it will help charity.
Thank you so much, Asherah Wargrave. Let's get out of here. If you're interested in a message, just email nocatpodcast@gmail.com. That's NOCKAT. Messages are $25 each. We do payments through PayPal. Email us and we'll make it happen.
Hit us up. And as always, a huge thank you to our Patreon supporters out there.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, we really, truly appreciate it. And if you feel like supporting the show, you should head over to patreon.com/NoCat.
NOCKAT. You can get the episodes early. You can get the video version. At $10, we'll send you a t-shirt or a mug, and you never know when we're going to send you some Funyuns.
Yeah, sometimes we do audience participation like that. So join the club. Anyway, we appreciate it. We love our Patreons.
Yep.
And we
appreciate it when you tell your friends about the show.
Yeah, or rate and review us on somewhere.
And get in touch with us on somewhere.
Twitter.
We like talking to fans, hearing what people think of the show. There's the Discord, the NoCat Discord. So do all those things on the internet. And with that, here's a little dessert.
I was thinking about getting some kind of like space-age piece of spongy soft material. It's really satisfying to bite into, and saturating it with some kind of juice that tastes really good, and just chewing on that like it's gum, but it's like permanent gum that you then just dunk into some more juice.
This is a genius idea.
You know?
I am into this.
Permanent gum.
Permanent gum. Coming to you now.
Man, Salieri was right. This guy's good.
Seriously.
Salieri was right.
He was the only guy who noticed.
The only one